good, everybody? I'm Neal, Newberry, host of Live from the Nickel.
What's good, everybody? I'm your host, Neal Newberry. Welcome to another episode of Live from the Nickel. You guys know where we're at. We're at our favorite sports bar in Toledo, one of the best sports bars ever in Toledo. I got two great guests on today. One guy's upcoming, doing his thing. Another guy, he's just getting it started. He's been doing it for a while, but he's getting it started. But before we get into our guests, we're sponsored by Divine Printing and School Matters. Let me tell y'all something. The new clothing line is dropping. Every week I'm coming up with new ideas, me and Miss Evelyn from School Matters. So y'all gonna see a lot of different shirts. I'm gonna have a little contest up so you guys can pick and choose what you guys, what design you guys like the better. Whoever, you know, if we figure out who thinks the best one, I'll give you a free t-shirt or a free hoodie. But that's what we got going on. Miss Amanda got her shirt on.
Yes.
Summertime.
T-shirt weather.
If you want a hoodie, I'll get. I know the young generation is a little different, but if you want to buy a hoodie, you can buy a hoodie. But you guys probably seen this podcast is a very special one to us. Mr. Brown is off still. He's going to be off for a while, dealing with his knee surgery, and then he just lost a family member a couple weeks ago. So continue to pray for Mr. Brown and his family, man, because that was a big blow to their family. He was like, the guy was like family to me too. I knew him for a long time. So, you know, great guy. So if you guys seen that at the beginning of the podcast, that's a real thing we do. Anybody that passed away from our family, man, we want to show much love to them and things like that. But yeah, I know we were supposed to be at the, pickleball thing, but something happened with that where, miscommunication, but it's all good. We'll be there pretty soon. So I'll let you guys know that when that happens. First and foremost, man, how you doing?
Good.
Another week. You got a lot of pep in your stuff today. That's what I'm talking about.
It's a nice sun. It's a beautiful sun.
It is. It really is.
Oh, it's nice out here. For sure.
That's what's up. Now, you see, right to Miss Amanda. He's probably one of our biggest fans.
I am.
He supported us. So he supported us. Mm-hmm. And just, watching he's an upcoming comic in Toledo. Funny. Stupid funny.
I tried, brother.
He's a funny guy. He's a great guy. He loves Toledo. He's always wearing a Toledo Mud Hens hat on. I ended up going to get a new one.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
What I'm saying? That's my dude. He's always showing me love and all that. Whatever we could do to help him out, such a great guy. I got my man Greg in the building. Greg Lilienthal.
What's up? How you guys doing out there? Love the show. Love the show. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Nick. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I did a stand-up on Thursday at Jake's Saloon there by UT. Nice place, good pizza, good atmosphere. And then the next day, it's weird because I never hear from Neal. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, what does Neal want? So I guess he was taught, Nick said, because I guess they needed a guest, which, cool. They called me up, and dude, I felt like I just hit the lottery. It's always what I wanted to do. It's awesome. And I haven't met these guys. I probably don't know these guys for long, but it felt like I know both of these guys for like 10 years. I got that vibe with them, so I'm stoked. I'm ready. I'm probably going to talk way too much for the show.
That's great.
Nobody gets a word in edgewise with me. That's why I became a comic, because my therapist quit listening to me. So this is what I do now, and I'm trying to make people laugh. So
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I like that. That's what's up. Hey, man, like I said, I really appreciate you coming on the Nickel, man. I really, really appreciate it, man.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Absolutely. I love that. And I know you asked me about coming on, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to bring you on. I had so much stuff booked up, which I am still. So.
1,000%.
But I'm glad I had you on. Hey, man, I did watch your show.
And?
Thursday.
And?
Much love.
Thank you.
You funny, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, for real.
And what the bad thing people go, is this make believe? No.
Yeah.
This is stuff that happened in my life, and the worst thing, I have OCD. So the worst thing about I love doing the comedy of It's a good. He puts on. It's called Dave. What is it? But look it up. He's all over Toledo doing free shows. The comedians are funny. I mean, it's a good time to get out and have a good time watching, free entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's a good positive thing. But yeah, man, I just enjoy doing it. I just,
That's what's up.
like I told you earlier, I remember going to spring school, and we would sit at the lunch table, and there'd be like 6 of us, and all we did was just.
Let's go.
We didn't fight over it. We just talked. We just
chop.
barbershop talk. and I loved
yeah.
every minute of it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, hey, appreciate you coming on, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
Absolutely, I love it. So the guy that's right to me, this the man right here. This is the man right here. Okay, this guy is upcoming. I'm looking at his notes right now because I didn't want to mess up anything. Because this dude is upcoming. He's doing his thing. Took a busy time out of his schedule to come holler at us, chop it up with us a little bit. He knows sports. You know what I'm saying? Went to Anthony Wayne, graduated in 2017. You know what I'm saying? Went to Bowling Green. I was picking his brain a little bit about that, what I'm trying to do, and he was telling me which way I could go and stuff like that, which I appreciate that, sir. 2021, he worked, I would say this. 2021, former MMJ producer at Channel 13 News. Former intern at CBS News. I mean, this dude's been doing great things,
It was
man.
a busy year for me, bro.
Absolutely, but I like that. 2021, you was everywhere.
Yeah, I was doing a lot. I was like, I see you going through the notes trying to like make sense of my body. There's a lot in there, man. So
But it's cool.
You trying to list all those things off, man. We're gonna be here a while.
But what does that tell you for a young man in your stature of doing what you are doing and making noise? I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. This is a guy that you need to get to know, and if you know who he is, you've seen him on the news. He's nice with it. I watched a couple of his things. He's doing his thing. I wanted you guys to welcome Chase Bachman to the Nickel. What's up, Chase? How you doing, man?
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Oh man, listen. Like I said, what you're doing, man, you're doing a great job. You guys both are doing a great job. And you're doing it at a young age. Like I've been in the factory for 16 and a half years. Me doing this is a year and 4 or 5 months, bringing a man on. It's just a great thing, man. But what I like to see is people in Toledo, no matter what age you are, everybody got dreams.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody has dreams. So seeing what you want to do and people are going to say, I don't know if you can do it or you can't do it. Listen, I don't listen to the haters. I accept that and then I roll with it. Because there's nothing you can't do in life.
No.
You just got to put your foot down and keep going.
For sure.
But before we tap into you guys, ask some questions about that. Hey, Nick, let me get that care package, bro. You know what I'm saying? My man, Nick, man, can I get that care package for my guest, man? So I want to show my appreciation, me and Amanda and my buddy Nick and Mr. Brown is not here. So I have something for you guys.
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the 2X. You hand that down there.
Great.
On the
Sure.
right there.
Awesome.
And one for you,
appreciate it,
man.
man.
So,
Thank you.
you know what I'm
These are
saying? And it's all about it's all
I'll be
bad. So
supporting
when
that
you,
for sure.
when you guys are out and about, you can let our people know.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? If you're doing your thing, the back is nice. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, well, model that.
I didn't see all that now.
Always thinking about my camera angle.
Well, that's happening when you work on the news. You got to show where the camera right there. Where the camera at.
I don't know if you see. I'm adjusting this mic. I gotta get it like as close to me as possible.
Hey, brother, try having OCD. I was like, I've been moving it like every two, and it's still not right
I
to
don't want to
me.
be low. I don't want to be like overexposed. That's just the right audio level.
Whatever. Hey, it took me a while, starting this. Me and Mr. Brown, we would do that. I would mess around, fidget it.
Yeah.
Now I'm so comfortable with it now. I'm good.
Yeah.
But ladies first. So I'm gonna let you. I'm always hospitality to the women. That's what I do.
For sure.
So I'm gonna let her go her way to ask questions, and I'll jump in and ask questions when she's done.
Okay.
So,
Okay, cool.
Miss Amanda, go ahead. Tap in.
All right. So, you know what? I'm gonna start with Chase first.
Okay.
Imagine that, the good-looking guy. Yeah, it feels like the whole thing in high school all over the
person
I stood
I know.
there like couple skate. I just sat there by myself, and all the other people
I know,
just
I
skated.
didn't
Oh, I
know.
was that kid. They used to call us Huskies. I don't even know if you could get away with that anymore. I was the Husky kid.
No.
Oh yeah, lady, I was.
Well, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
First time I came. How did you decide or choose that you wanted to get into broadcasting, to be a broadcaster?
Well, growing up in high school, I had like no idea what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
I was like, maybe
everybody.
I could. Yeah, I was like, I could be a teacher like my parents. I could go into like marketing, all these communications, like stuff that didn't mean anything to me, but it sounded like a career. And I realized, I think I was maybe a junior in high school. I was watching probably like Colin Cowherd or ESPN or something like that, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to do like broadcasting because that sounds really fun to me. Not knowing like anything about it, like what kind of money they make or like what it takes to do that. I went to BGSU, not knowing if they even had a broadcast major. I was just like, I want to do that, and thankfully they did. So just absolutely poured myself into it for 4 years in college, doing everything, TV, radio, writing. Just pretty much dedicated 4 years of my life to it. Made a ton of friends, made a ton of connections, and eventually got connected with the people at 11. Interned there between my freshman and sophomore year, so I just always had relationships with those guys. And I just realized somewhere along the way that's like not just like broadcasting, but like TV was like the thing I really wanted to do. So it was just kind of this natural evolution from like wanting to do something that was super fun to me,
Making
and
it happen.
Yeah, just knowing the right
Dedicating
people
yourself to it and making it happen.
Absolutely.
That's really cool, and it's cool that you got to stay in your hometown too. I know a lot of times in broadcasting, you kind of moved all over the place. So
I'm super lucky in that regard because a bunch of people get into this industry and they have to start off going to Billings, Montana, or Clovis, New Mexico, or like somewhere,
somewhere that you're totally not used to being.
Yeah, so I'm super lucky in that regard. I just got to go right out of college to Toledo. It's not that way for a lot of people. It's getting to be more that way just because there's so fewer people in the industry now that you can kind of jump right into a bigger market. But it used to be you had to work your way up to Toledo. Like you had to go to, middle of nowhere. You had to go to Lima. You had to go to, no disrespect to Lima, but like you had to go to Alpena, Michigan. You had to go to like all these places.
Not as big of an area.
Right.
So, work your way up.
Before you work your way up there. So I was super, super lucky in that regard that I've started off here and I've been able to stay here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you could travel anywhere at any time, where would you want to go to do a report?
So professionally, I guess it all depends on like the event. So like I got to go to Houston last year for the national championship in college football. That was an incredible thing for me. Yeah, watching
that's really cool.
Michigan win a national title for the first time in 25 years. Got to do it against Washington. So that was incredible to me. So I would never probably have said Houston, Texas.
Right.
But that was a great experience. I mean, wherever. I mean, if there's a great college football game in Dublin, Ireland, or Tokyo, Japan, it doesn't matter to me, just as long as there's like a good story.
That's
so
cool. That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll tap
Okay,
in.
I didn't know if you were.
No, I'll tap in. Hey, I like it. We're gonna
Like,
get
hit me with
great.
whatever you got. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll tap in on after you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you.
No, you good, man. I like that. Hey, keep me on my toes. My biggest question to you, like I said, I give you all the most respect and love. Give you your flowers on that, man, because I love what you're doing at a young age. Like you said, when you get out of college, a lot of people don't know which direction they're going to go, and that's what I think people need to understand. That not everybody has everything put together when they get out of high school. Which if they're going to go to college or not go to college, but that's great that you kind of just like, okay, I can go this, I can go that, whatever. But my biggest thing is like this is when you get on the news, like, you ever had that moment where you're a little nervous?
I still get nervous.
I would be so
All the time.
My best friend tells me that all the time. He says, if you're nervous, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But that's what when I watch you guys on the news and stuff like that, like, yo, I wonder if these guys are ever nervous. Like,
I mean, there's definitely nervous. I mean, there are plenty of people I work with that, they're nervous, and if you know them well enough, you can see it shows on their face, or it shows like, there's always like moments, I'm never perfect. People will say like, oh, you do such a good job, like, oh, you're perfect. I'm not perfect. Like, that's,
for sure.
I mess up plenty of times on air. If you're watching enough, I will flub words. I'll have moments where I pause, where I like deer in headlights. Like, I have plenty of moments like that. So I definitely still get nervous.
Okay.
It's just so normal to me to like talk to a camera lens that like, it doesn't faze me as much as maybe it would faze other people.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely get nervous. I mean, that's definitely part of it.
When I first started doing this podcast, I was a little nervous. Well, yeah, no. And then, like I said, my neighbor and one of my best friends, he was telling me that. He goes, if you're nervous, that's good. That means you're alive.
Yeah.
And I love that. But me as a person watching you do some of the stuff, I watch a lot of your stuff, man. You're very good at what you do. You're very good at it. And I got to give you your flowers, man. You're just, to me, you're natural with it. You look natural.
Thank you, man. It was not natural for me at first. Like, I definitely no. It took a long time for me, in my head at least, to like get to a point where I felt like I was kind of conveying. Like, I don't want it to ever seem like I'm doing like sportscaster voice or newscaster where I have to like put on like this air or like this fake persona or anything. I just wanted to be like me, but like on camera.
Okay.
I wanted it to be where like the person you see on TV, I come off camera and I hang out with people and it's like the exact same person. I don't want to be, you know, someone on TV and then someone, you know, when I'm hanging out with people. I just wanted it to be the same person because I didn't want to feel like I was coming off as like fake. You know, if I'm just who I am on camera, that to me is gonna, you know, resonate with people way more than just trying to be like, you know, upright kind of, you know, sportscaster putting on this voice and trying to be this personality. I just wanted to be me.
Okay.
So.
Ain't nothing wrong. And that's what it starts at. Never change who you are. Always be yourself. And that's what I like about you. Like, that's a great thing. Like I said, you do such great on the, like I said, you guys, this guy does his thing with the news for, you know, for sports. He's a great sports guy. He does his thing. And then he does stuff where you're tapping into the community and stuff like that. You know, that's a great thing. But what do you like doing? You like talking sports all the time?
Yeah, sports is fine. I mean, I do sports so much for work. I feel like when we get off camera or off work that we don't even really talk sports that much because we spent 8 hours doing that for you know 40 hours a week, 80 hours a pay period. It's like, you know, all we do is that. So like people ask me like, oh, you know, are you watching a ton of games like after work? It's like not really because I spent 8 hours a day.
Right. You gotta have a breaking moment.
Right. Like I spent 8 hours doing that. I don't want to go and watch like more sports. So like I keep up with stuff on my phone. Like I'm following games on Twitter. I keep up with scores, but I'm not sitting there like, you know, a lot of people are very lucky that they can go to work and then come home and they can watch like, you know, Knicks Pacers for 2.5 hours.
Absolutely.
But like, I don't have that luxury. I work, you know, 3 to 11. I work in the evenings. I you know, I'm going shooting games. I don't have time to sit around and watch. I wish I could. Yeah. But that's just not how my life is. And I'm fine with just talking local sports for 8 hours a day, or you know, going and talking to coaches and doing that sort of thing. It's a privilege, definitely. But you know, I don't talk sports 100% of my day. It's just a huge chunk of it, though.
I don't like to either. I think when I'm not doing, I only do this on Sundays, like 4 weeks in a row, and I take a day off. Yeah. So I kind of like, it gives me a break when I take that week off. I'm like, I can let my brain just take a break, especially for her. She works. You know what I'm saying? Don, he's off right now, and I'm off right now. But it's just you need that moment to relax. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like your brain can only handle so much of it at once. Like you gotta turn off to something else.
Absolutely. You gotta change the channel. Change the channel.
Like there's a special type of psycho that like can do 8 hours a day of sports and then go home, watch more sports, get up in the morning, watch sports. It's like,
that's addiction.
Yeah, it's addiction. Yeah,
I love sports. I'm not addicted. So that's great. Well, you keep up the great job of what you're doing, man. Miss Amanda, tapping on Mr. Greg now.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Open up Pandora's box now.
Right.
I have a really good friend of mine who's actually in the comedy business. I know it's a really difficult business at times. What made you decide you wanted to get into it? I know you talked a little bit earlier about just shooting back and forth with your buddies in school and stuff. But what made you officially say, I'm going to go get on a stage and
watching people?
This?
Watching people. I go to a lot of comedy shows, and I just watch people. I study. Like I'm definitely not a joke teller at all. I'm straight story. So like, and the hardest part about me, like he was saying how he does, the hardest part of me with my OCD, like I said, is what joke am I going to start off with? What story that I'm going to start off with? Now, mind you, we only got 5 minute sets, so my brains are, is that going to be enough in 5 minutes? Is it going to be too short? But I've been holding it down pretty good, man. I've been holding it down pretty good.
What's your favorite thing about stand-up? About
the people, meeting new people, the different comedians, even if they're not having a good night or whatever, we cheer them up. I mean, and I only done this twice, and it's just like the vibe I've been getting, and and I became friends with so many. Well, you know me, I feel like I've known them for. I mean, they're just good people, and we're just trying to have free and fun entertainment, you know. And I just love doing it, you know.
Yeah. That's awesome. If you could co-headline a show with any comedian, whether they're here or not, whether they're living or if they passed away,
that's even worse.
Who would you pick?
Oh my goodness. I like the guys that talk. I like the guys that their voice. If you tried Chris Tucker, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, I mean. When these guys tell, it's their voice. It's that voice is that, like, not Doc who's there, but the way they say it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you just got.
It just sound funny.
It's just their voice, and that it's just amazing. But that question, that's hard. I would like to meet, Richard Pryor or something. I would like to hang out with Dave Chappelle.
Same.
I would love to hang out with Dave
like
Chappelle.
Dave's a good dude.
You know,
I like Dave.
I like how he talks. I like how he stands up for himself when he gets in trouble. People's got to remember, yes, I mean, you shouldn't get offended. It's a joke. Now, you're not coming after somebody and say, hey, you're this. It's a joke for everybody. To me, I see a lot of stuff I shouldn't say, but to me, it's funny. I just can't help it, you know?
I think Dave Chappelle has that mentality as well a little bit.
Even when he says skeet, skeet, I mean, I roll. Just that little skeet, skeet, I use it all the time, and I cry every time I hear that.
He just opened up a comedy club in Yellow Springs where he lives at, yeah. A small little club that he does little shows at and has different other comedians at. So it's super cool. I talk to my friend all the time about taking road trips.
I remember he at a stand-up, and he had me cry. Well, of course he does. He goes, well, I'm going to open up a club with girls with saggy boobies and dirty feet. Like, okay, Dave, I'll be there for you. I'll represent you, Dave. Yeah, man.
All that. You never know what he's going to say.
But I also baseball umpire. I've been doing that. I'm the head of a league over here called Trilby Baseball League. Oh yeah, so I love doing it. I do it for the kids. It's not about the money for me. I love doing it for the kids. And if anybody's out there listening, this league could use help, like bad. Like we have jerseys that, I mean, the stuff's falling off their name. And these are kids that maybe didn't want to play baseball, but like when we played, you want to dress nice too. You want to be proud of your uniform. So if anybody out there, it's called Trilby Baseball League. It's one of the oldest leagues, I guess, around the way they talk, like the United States.
Yeah, it's been around a long time.
You know, so if anybody out there can help the Trilby Baseball League, I appreciate it. And come to games. It's fun watching kids make a catch that I didn't think you could. I mean, it's just positive. So
great.
I just like to see the kids get nicer stuff, nicer equipment. So,
Absolutely.
yes.
So.
Oh no.
No, I ain't gonna come at you.
That's fine. Come on in, brother.
I'm not gonna.
We know each other. So let's go.
Yeah. So my thing about it is, I want to give you your flowers too. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a special person to go on stage and do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I consider I just tell jokes and I crack jokes, whatever else. But for you to get up on stage, and I watch a lot of comics get up there.
Yeah.
It takes you have to be brave. You have to be.
For sure.
You have to like go somewhere to do it, like. In your mind, you have to go somewhere. So I have to give you super commendment on that, brother. Because,
Thank you, brother.
I mean, you're doing something that you like to do. And you are funny. I ain't gonna lie, when I watched your thing on Facebook, I was crying.
Thank you.
I was like, this dude is freaking funny. But you keep it up, man. I'm
trying, brother. I mean, thank you for this opportunity, Nick. I thank you guys, man.
Once again, I can't really take a lot.
Oh, by the way, if people never see Nick, he's a good-looking guy. They just hide him behind. He's just one of them hide behind guys. You're welcome, Nick.
But what I would like to say is, you keep, you guys can check him out every Thursday. You do something different.
Every day it's something different, Toledo. So if you look on their website, I think it's called Dave Crumbly's Comedy or whatever in Toledo. It will go to different bars, restaurants. He does it like almost every day of the week at some place.
My friends and I saw one at what's the pizza place down?
Oh, they did Pizza Poplars downtown.
Oh, yeah,
Slice, yes.
They did Home Slice, yes. I mean, Home
Slice.
Slice.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
And it's a lot
Just
of,
something
it's
different
like
to do in Toledo.
5 minute, everybody's got a 5 minute, and you can watch everybody.
And that, like I said, that's the thing that throws me off. You got 5 minutes on
I know.
Oh, dude, with my OCD, I think the worst thing ever, and if anybody's out there listening, listen. If you ever bought a Christmas tree, a fake Christmas tree, and took it out of the box, I'm telling you, I have OCD. I cannot get that damn thing back in the box the right way. I'm still using duct tape. The box is like, dude, like the box is nice when you get it. My box top is like this with duct tape all around it. How do you get give me a couple of more little inches. Just a couple more little, cardboard inches so I can get this damn tree in there the right way. I can't figure that out. Neal, do you have that problem? Channel 11 guy, you have that problem with the fake trees?
I had that problem with the trees.
I did. You know what?
Ain't that crazy?
I just threw the box away.
It never goes back.
You know how many garage sales I've been to and all them boxes got duct tape all around them?
It's pretty hard to get back. And my mom, listen, I don't think anybody has a solution about that. I just threw my box away.
See?
I just threw the box away.
But then there goes the whole tree.
I don't care. I'll just get another one.
Right,
I'll start all over again. I'll just start all over again. Y'all check Greg out, man. He's funny, man. He's silly. Yo, so, NFL started their OTAs and stuff like that.
Sure.
So now we're going to tap in. Now, my first question, I'm going to go this way. Then we're going to come back this way. So I got some good questions for y'all.
Okay.
So I want to know what y'all thinking. Now, Jason, you being a sports guy, tapping in on stuff. So first question is, Chicago Bears quarterback, Caleb Williams. Is he right for the Chicago Bears?
I mean, he could be. I mean, that's a super complicated question. I mean, it takes more than just him to be the right guy. I mean, there's been plenty of talented guys come through the Chicago Bears organization, Cleveland Browns organization. You know,
Right.
It doesn't work because, you know, there's organizational dysfunction. I don't know. Ben Johnson seems like, you know, an offensive guru, seems like a guy who could, you know, make up for a lot of the shortcomings of the organization.
Facts.
So we'll see, man. You know, I know Caleb Williams wasn't crazy about coming to Chicago when they drafted him.
Yeah, he was not.
So we'll see. I mean, I think he's kind of put up with that, and he'll get better, you know, in his next year and see what Ben Johnson has for him. They'll be better. Will they be great? Probably not. But, you know, I think it takes time and a lot of people kind of moving in the right same direction, unified front to try to have a successful NFL franchise. I mean, it took years for the Lions to get their stuff together, and it just takes a lot of talented guys. I mean, it took a talented roster, a great coaching staff. So could Caleb Williams be the guy? Yeah, probably. I mean, really great, talented quarterback. It just takes a lot more pieces than that in order to be great.
Facts. I like that answer. I love that. Miss Amanda, talk to me. What you think?
I agree. It's been one season. Give him a chance.
Okay.
You know, like give him a little bit of time. I feel like we've had this talk before on here about rookie quarterbacks kind of being thrown to the wolves a little bit and having kind of the whole organization thrown on your shoulders.
Yeah.
I think that in this off season, the Bears have changed a lot for him. So I think that they are putting, you know, all their eggs in the basket that he is going to be their guy. So I mean, I say give him a chance. It's really too early to tell.
Mr. Greg, what you think, bud?
We'll see what he does the second year. They signed a bunch of offensive linemen to help the kid out. They really could use a real strong running back, but I know, like, I've been doing fantasy football for years, and I knew this was going to start happening. Teams are using 2 and 3 or 4 running backs, and I get it. There's not going to be, if anybody breaks like Emmitt Smith, which of course I'm a huge Cowboy fan. I apologize, everybody. But, Stramager. But, I mean, I think those days are gone, seeing the big running backs that used to carry 40 times and 30 times a game. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be harder for fantasy football people like myself because they're going to keep changing and running. I get it. I really do get what they're doing, these new offense. Do I think he's going to have a good year? It's rough. It's rough. I mean, it's hard. The NFL stands for not for long. So it's hard, man. He's got good group. I mean, he's got a couple good wide receivers. We'll see. We'll just see.
I like that, bro. I do like that. That was good. Piggyback off what you guys all three said. I mean, honestly, he's got some good weapons around him.
For sure.
The thing that hurts a lot of these rookie quarterbacks is when you come into the league, they throw you to the fire. You know, back in the day, you would have somebody that can mentor you, and then when your time come in, you bring you in. You wouldn't have all that on your chest. Now it's kind of, we got away from that. I think he'll be okay. Turnover, if you keep switching coaches, that's a big thing. Offensive coordinators is a big thing. So I wish the best for him.
I do too.
I really do. I want to succeed. I want him to succeed because it's the last good quarterback they ever had. I would say would be Jim McMahon. But if you go after Jim McMahon, they just kept switching him in and out. Yeah. So I wish the best for Caleb. You know, I really want him to succeed. Next good question. I think you guys gonna like this. Who is gonna be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Bears? I mean, not Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland Browns. I'm sorry. Who is gonna be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns? Chase, man, come on, man. I see your clock is moving in your head.
Yeah, no, it's a tough question. I mean, they have Gabriel, they got Flacco. Flacco won't be the week 1 starter. I don't know what the odds were the last time sportsbooks had that for like who was going to be the Browns starting quarterback. It'll probably be Gabriel or Pickett, one of those guys. I'm not sure. Shedeur will probably get in just because I think the pressure to get that guy in, even though he was a late round pick. But I think eventually guys are going to get hurt. I think Flacco's probably going to be the starting quarterback at the end of the year just because that's how these things seem to work out. But week 1, if I were a betting man, I'd have my money probably on Gabriel. So
nice.
We'll see.
That's what happened.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah,
Gabriel or Pickett, either one of those guys.
Okay.
That's who they drafted, and I kind of feel bad for him because he's been overshadowed a
Yes.
little bit because now they have, so many quarterbacks, and with the Shedeur pick and all that.
Yeah.
I think it would be smart for them to start him. Joe Flacco recently just said, if I say I don't want to be a mentor, I look bad. If I say I do, then I look like an idiot that doesn't care about being good and playing football. And he was criticized by one of his former teammates for saying that.
I would definitely criticize you for that.
I think it's hard for him as well because I feel like people are putting all this pressure on his shoulders as well. Like, well, are you gonna show these guys what to do? Kenny Pickett's not a mentor or in a mentor type situation to show these rookies what's going on. I think their smartest move would be to start Dylan Gabriel and see what he does, see how he does.
Okay.
And I obviously I think Shador's going to be in there too because they're not going to not put him in. But yeah, I don't see Kenny Pickett starting.
Okay, I like that. That was good. Greg, what you think, Greg?
Three-sided. I agree with all of them. I love the Gabriel kid from Oregon. Good pick.
Yeah.
I just hope he can fit that system. God, I love sports, and it's going to blow people's mind. I hate the combine. I don't think it does nothing. I like seeing players when they're playing in their playoff games or regular games against their competition. That's what I see. And I mean, I'm not trying to put it down, but for me, if I was scouting, I wouldn't want to go to them things. I would just watch film of the games, especially the rivalry games. That's how you can see. Just like they're talking about that running back from the Raiders. Okay? Well, when he played a good team, look at his stats. I think he had 30 yards rushing. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Now, everybody has their bad game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
This year, and I love college. I love college. I really didn't see nobody that ran away with the quarterbacks. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks that I thought was going to be higher. Like I love the kid from Texas. Yeah. Hungry. Watch him play. Watch him play. He runs and then he throws. He's a great. I mean, to me, I like him.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So you say you would take
Gabriel. Gabriel by far.
Okay. Yeah. So we got 3 Gabriel people over here left.
Sure.
Man, you know what? You got 5 quarterbacks on the roster. Deshaun Watkins has got to go. Yeah. But you got to make sure somebody
I forgot about him. I didn't even put him on my
list. There's no need to mention him.
I just considered him
because he didn't play as much. You know, he was hurt. I think he played a couple games.
I feel like they're trying to distance
I wouldn't have gave. Cleveland is known. That's Mr. Brown's team, man. He's good at that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. If I'm a GM, you drafted 5 quarterbacks. Who would I want to start? I'm gonna roll with you guys. I do like Dylan Gabriel, and I do like Shador. Shador he did pretty good in college. I mean, he's got a great arm. He's not as mobile, but Joe Flacco, what you just said, he's not. I would want him to say, you know what? I want a mentor. What we just said about this. Going back in the day when you got out of college, you had a mentor there. Somebody mentor you to help you out with the game. You don't have that anymore. So if he does not want to do it, Kenny Pickett, he won a Super Bowl with the Eagles and see what they did. They shipped him out.
He only had 1 play, and it was awesome.
Honestly, I'm gonna split it up with Gabriel, him and Shador.
Okay.
Because I don't believe in Kenny Pickett, and they hyped him up so much at Pitt.
I know.
And he broke a lot of Dan Marino's records.
He did. I know.
I'm gonna stick with that because the NFL is so different now, man.
It is.
All right, so. This is a tough question. I don't know who your team is. I know who his team is down there. My best friend John, I know who his team is. Will the Cowboys make the playoffs this season? Oh. Chase, tell me something good.
Yeah, tell me something
I'd have
good.
to look at their schedule again. I don't know. I mean, they're the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they should be in contention for it at the end of the year, but we'll see. I don't know what the health of their team's going to be. I'd like to think that they would. It'd be good for the league if they did.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. They seem to underperform and not meet expectations year after year. I wish it were a little bit different. I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but I think it's good for the league when you have a brand like that that's doing well. So, no, I mean, I didn't really have a team growing up, so like I don't really care one way or the other who makes the playoffs and who doesn't.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So, will they? Hopefully, for the league's sake.
Well, they did. They got some. They just picked a receiver, Amanda.
They picked up some good offense in the offseason.
So we'll see what they can do with Dak Prescott.
They're favored to make it to the playoffs this year.
That's a tough division right now.
All the analysts are saying that they see them making it to the playoffs this season. I think it'd be good for them. I'm curious to see what Pickens is going to do for them. I know the Steelers had some issue with him, so I'm curious to see how well he's going to do in Dallas. because he's not always going to be the first choice. So I'm curious to see how he handles that.
I think that would be a better role for him. He don't have to be the go-to guy. Some guys are not meant to be the go-to guy.
sure.
I think he likes
They
to
need
be
Mr.
the, but
Robbins.
I think he likes to be the go-to guy. So I'd like to see like how he handles
With C.D. Lamb.
splitting
Yeah.
it,
But
splitting that up with CD.
but you can vibe off it. You guys can bounce off each other.
That's
We'll
what
see.
I'm saying. If those two get
Yeah.
along and they can coexist and everybody can be happy, copacetic, I mean, they could be a great
Facts.
team. So
Facts.
they made some good offensive choices. So we'll see.
Okay.
I think they're gonna make
Neal,
it.
you had to bring up my Cowboys, and here we go. I feel like I'm in a therapy session. I've been a fan since Roger Staubach, Dorsett.
Whoa.
I couldn't tell. Our division is strong. I'm not going to lie. The Giants made some great moves. I love that running back they signed from Arizona State.
Oh, what's
Watch
his
this
man?
kid, and everybody said, watch him catch the ball in the backfield. It's for his size. I mean, 4 yards a carry. You get 4 downs in the NFL. 4 yards a carry, dude. That's a steal for a pick. I'm telling you. I don't know the Giants, Redskins. Damn, it's hard. It's just really. It depends on Dak. You know, it really does. And we don't know. We've been signing a lot of Miles Sanders, blah, blah, blah. We'll see. I'm not trying to put them guys down, but we don't have a running back. So we'll see on that too. And it's hard, you know.
You're right. I like that about that. You're being a Cowboys a fan, and for years, you got to be honest.
Well, we've always had a running game. We had Emmitt Smith, Tony Dorsett, Herschel Walker. I mean, that's what the cow. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Okay. Me as a person, that division is tough. It just got real tough for you guys. Jalen Daniels for the Washington Redskins is just unbelievable quarterback.
Ridiculous.
He's a sophomore year now. Let's see what he
He
does.
was my pick of like rookie
He's
of the
a
year.
dog.
Remember,
He's a
beginning of
dog.
last year, we picked our rookies, and I was like, it's going to be Jalen.
Oh, yeah.
He is
I
nice
just
with it.
know it. LSU, I just knew it was gonna
1,000%.
be
He
him.
1,000%.
And then you have the Eagles quarterback. I love his demeanor. I love his swag.
Jalen
He's just so
Hurts,
calm. He don't talk a lot. He's
Yeah.
dangerous. And then the Giants just made some great moves.
Yeah.
It's, you know what? To me, that division, I won't say they make the playoffs. We'll just take it game by game
For sure.
Because right now the undefeated is the Eagles.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we already know that. So that division, but they're going to have a lot of problems with the Redskins. I'm telling you. Anybody that's got to see the Redskins, you better just be ready. Tighten up.
Oh, yeah.
So I wouldn't say they're going to make the playoffs yet. We'll see how, like you said, Amanda, with Pickens coming from the Steelers. Well, I don't know what the hell the Steelers are doing right now.
Well, he had a lot of issues, I think.
He
With
had problems.
I
Yeah.
kind of think he was like a
Antonio Brown.
yes,
Yes, he
for them,
was.
and I think Tomlin, tolerated it for a little while, and then he was like,
Couldn't take it no
Odell.
more.
Odell.
Can't take it no more.
Teal.
Odell,
Teal.
yeah.
And Tomlin, you know what kind of coach he is, and he only put up with so much for so long.
So here's a good one. We're gonna finish this up with finish it up with the NFL. Will the Chiefs win the AFC this season? Come on, Chase.
I mean, probably. I mean,
The
unless
whole
I see a
AFC or
team,
just the whole AFC?
just their division.
Or the
their
West.
division.
Their division, yeah, sure.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Harbaugh's really good with the Chargers. I mean, he'll make them very competitive.
Excuse me. AFC West. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
'cause I was like, now-
Yeah,
now
I'm sorry.
I'm
like,
The
I
division,
put
I can
my
take
name
that. The AFC West. I misread it wrong. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, I mean, Denver's really good with Bo Nix.
I like him. I like
I
Bo
do too.
Nix.
Yeah,
I
a
do
lot-
too.
he's-
I love that kid.
Raiders are still going to be the Raiders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've shown an ability year after year to get to the AFC Championship. What is it, like 6 years in a row now? For
Absolutely,
them?
man.
3 straight Super
They on-
Bowls.
right on the dot.
So I'll keep believing in them. I'll keep buying stock in them until I see a reason to believe that they're slipping. I mean, we'll see in the regular season when they go into those division matchups and see how they fare. But otherwise, I just keep betting on Kansas City until they show otherwise.
Man, Chase, man, he know his stuff. Okay,
And it's a
Chase.
boring answer, but it's like, sometimes the best winners are boring. They're not interesting.
Facts.
Yeah, I was gonna
Facts.
say,
I
but
like that. I
sometimes
like
the
that.
Chiefs are boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have no.
Sometimes they're predictable.
You know, the only thing that's good about watching the Chiefs. I mean, I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but they can see her.
Just
I
those
guess.
few seconds you get to see Taylor on the broadcast.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
And then everybody complains about it. The next
It is what it is. So tell me, Miss Amanda, Chase, great answer, my dude. Man, I gotta get some notes from you on how you do these things. What do you think about the Chiefs, Miss Amanda? When I
I
said
have
that,
not checked out their schedule. I feel like last year they had kind of an easy schedule. But right now, everybody is predicting them to win the AFC West.
okay.
I think they're going to use that Super Bowl defeat is a little bit of a fire up their butt. To
Absolutely.
Take charge and
they saw the
I can
other day.
definitely see them taking the AFC West. We'll have to see hopefully Patrick Mahomes stays healthy. I know last year he had a couple issues. He's got ankle issues quite a bit sometimes. I can see Travis Kelce's probably not going to stick around too much longer. I know he's decided he'll stay this year. But then it's kind of up in the air. But I can see some factors playing into the fact that they'll want to go back this year. So I can see it happening.
Mr. Greg?
Is Travis Kelce still dating Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to the Super Bowl then. They're going to win it.
They didn't win last
I like
year.
it.
I'm done talking. No.
They were
I don't
dating
know.
now.
I don't know. It's hard. That's all. There's a lot of good teams. Buffalo, the Ravens, blah blah blah. Dude, it's hard. It's hard to repeat. If you ask anybody, and I talk to Ed, it's hard to repeat.
Absolutely.
Your body gonna get no younger. Aches and pains when you get hit. It's like, oh man, I'm dealing with it now. And I just open up the car door and I'm breaking something or spraining something.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's hard. I don't know. That's a tough question. It is. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm gonna call. I don't think so this year.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think so.
I said that last year, and I lost a bottle of Crown Apple in a bet.
I'll change my pick.
Yeah.
I was like, no way.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Right.
I said, it is so hard
Yeah,
to get
what's
back
going on
there.
here?
I said, no way they're going back to the Super Bowl
he
for the
did.
third time. And
They did. They did.
Yeah.
Father Time has an unbeaten record.
True.
Patrick Mahomes is just a magician at quarterback.
He is.
I think Kelsey is the key if he can stay healthy and do that. But there's Andy Reid's such a great coach. But there's a lot of things that you said too, Greg, and it plays in the factor. Father Time has an unbeaten record, and you got to chase your body like a temple. It gets harder every year, every day. Just getting out of bed, like you said, is a struggle. So I'm gonna go with Chase said. I believe they're going to come out of that division. Other teams, they're going to do their thing, but let's be honest. This Patrick Mahomes will give you a headache.
Oh.
He's so good at what he does. He's like a Steph Curry on a football field. You take Steph Curry, anybody, and Jason Williams back in the day that played for the Sacramento Kings. He's a magician with the ball.
It's
when you
second
think you
nature.
got him, you don't got him. And I had him in my fantasy. I'm like, yo, I love this dude, man. He did some things for me in my fantasy when I was getting killed. So I'm never gonna bet against that dude, ever, 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 ever.
That's like who I fell in love with last year. I study football. I love that McConkey kid that's the wide receiver from the Chargers.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
he's nice.
Look at his stats.
He's upcoming.
It's like, oh my, he reminded me like a Edelman. Just one of them wide receivers. Because when I coach football and all that, if you get a slant pass will kill a team. Coaches out there, use the slant pass. You cannot defend it. You cannot touch the wide receiver when he breaks. You better have Deion speed to even catch up. But yeah, man, when I seen that kid, I said, dude, he's for real.
Yeah.
He's for real.
So before we finish up here, I got two things.
Okay.
Congratulations to the Walleye winning yesterday.
1,000%. Yes,
So,
sir.
I think we could get the Kelly Cup. I think we can.
This year, we could get it this year.
I was on
hope so.
vacation. I was talking to some people where I was at, and they're scared of Toledo, and I like that.
Toledo
So
looks
I
really
congratulate
good.
on them. I really think they were going to pull it off. The Walleye game was packed.
Oh,
it was
good,
super
yeah.
packed, and it's a great thing for us.
Great to
in
see
Toledo.
the
I think it's
support.
good. It's
Oh, it
good
is.
for us, man. We
It
need
is.
this. Mudheads is, it is what it is right now. It's still fresh, but the
Everybody
Walleye, I'm
loves
very
it.
proud of the Walleye, man, and I'm reaching out actually to get the manager on there so we can
that'd be
chop
cool.
it up with him, man, and see what's
sure.
going on with him, because I know I'm going to wait till the season's over with. But we got this thing called the nickel moment.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with you, Chase. So what was a changing point in your life? It could be when you graduated out of high school, or like you said, you didn't know what you were going to do. What was the changing point?
I think it was probably that moment in high school. I was in the bathroom, like shaving, and I was like watching. I had like my phone like propped up on the sink, like watching like ESPN or something. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Like you take money like out of the equation. Like don't worry about money. Just what do you want to do with your life? Like how do you want to spend your time? And I said,
Right.
it would be like pretty fun to like do like sports like coverage for a living. So I just decided at that moment, like, oh, I'll do that. So like
Shaving in the bathroom.
yeah, I was just like,
That's what's up.
I don't know. It was like
Hey.
night. I don't even know what time of day it was. I was just like, I get in the bathroom. I'm like doing my thing. I'm like getting ready. Phone propped up on the sink, like as I'm like doing my thing, and I was like, oh, sportscaster. Like, that'll be my thing. I don't know if it'll be radio or TV or like what it'll be, but I'll do that. So I think at that point I may have decided I was going to go to BG. I wasn't even sure yet. Made the decision to go to BG. I was going to be a journalism major. Just kind of went from there. So that was kind of the turning point in my life.
Well, I got to say this, my brother. You got a great voice for it.
Thank you.
Your demeanor, the way you carry yourself when you're talking and everything, it fits you. I can't see you doing anything else. I can't see you working like me at a factory. I've been there 16 and a half years. I see you. Everybody has to play their positions who they are. And sometimes that's your calling. And I feel like that is your calling. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Greg, what was the nickel moment for you? What was your nickel moment?
I grew up in LaGrange Central area all my life. Moved around different neighborhoods in the North End. My friends lately, I've been telling them depression's hard, and I don't feel bad by talking about it. And if anybody wants to come, I try to stay positive, but I was depressed for a while. And then all my friends, we get together every year for Thanksgiving. My buddy will fly in, Kurt Flowers, will fly in, a group of us, and he took me outside, and we just, again, our barbershop talking, and he goes, Greg, what are you doing? I go, what? He goes, man, you got to do comedy or something. And that's what triggered me. And I like I said, I just started doing it. I've been having positive vibes from everybody, all my friends, family. You guys putting on, a show. The only part I don't like about the show, you got me with some good-looking guy that nobody's going to look at me. All the women are going to be staring at him, and I'm just going to be like the little tree in the back of a playground, or a skid or a play or something, just standing there, But no, man, I really, I've been geeked up. When you called me, it was like hitting the lottery.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a great answer.
I was telling Chase before you got here, I do this because I want to give back to the city and let everybody know there's some hidden gems in Toledo.
Oh, 1,000%.
We get busy just like any other city. Chase is a hidden gem, you're a hidden gem. It doesn't matter how old you are. Everybody has a dream. And if I can help succeed your dream, that's what I'm here for.
Yes.
I don't do this just to get any type of recognition. I do it because I love doing it, but I love my city
me too. I feel the same way.
No matter what's going on in the city, it is what it is. But we all family, and we got to make sure we got to keep the city alive. That's why I said with the Walleye doing what they're doing, it's a beautiful thing. But watching when you come to the bar, man, we talk, we chop it up. I love your energy. Meeting Chase, love what he's doing. You keep doing what you do, man. I don't care what. Let people talk. They're going to talk when they talk. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I love the haters. All you doing is making me better. Every day I wake up and figure out, first of all, dealing with all my body issues and having 2 hip replacements, I just keep pushing.
You got you, bro.
I got to keep pushing no matter what, because at the end of the day, the devil's always working.
Oh, he's watching.
Always working, so I don't really care. So I commend you guys both. Thank you for taking time out your guys' schedule. Y'all keep an eye on Chase. Y'all on Channel 11. This guy's good with the news and going out into the schools. And I can only see he gonna come back, and I'm gonna bring them both back again. Awesome. I love them both. They doing their thing. Keep watching out for Greg. Greg is handling this business on the mic. He's funny, you guys. He is stupid funny. You see him, and I
even look funny.
Is that what he meant by that?
Yeah.
When you get a certain age, you don't even care no more. Like, you don't even care no more.
We're going to get out of here. We're going to be here back next week. We got another great guest, man. So I'm not going to tell you this guy's name. I ain't going to tell you what he does, but he's doing such a great thing for the city, man. He is handling his business. So if y'all live right and do right, y'all going to be all right. Peace.